Good morning. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Game and Now. We're recording this on October 5th, 2025, 10 a.m. We have a packed show for you. We're talking a lot of things Xbox, raising console prices, raising Game Pass prices, maybe going underwater. Yeah, they really shot themselves in the foot this time. We're going to review the PlayStation State of Play, talking about Wolverine. We're also going to review the Xbox Tokyo Game Show and see what we think about Forza Horizon 6. And we might even talk about EA going private and what that means for EA going forward. I'm joined today by Caroline
Hey guys, how are you guys doing?
and BJ. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up? Nothing much. About to talk about this nonsense. I want to promote our 50th episode coming up. It's going to be a live episode. I don't have the exact date, but I believe the date's going to be the 26th. The 26th, I believe. I will get that exact for you guys, but the 26th, another live episode that we'll be recording. We'll have some guests coming in. We're gonna have a couple last doors like we usually do. We'll have a lot of fun on that. So with that said, I want to get started right away with this Xbox nonsense. It's been the talk of the town for the last couple of days. They're raising Game Pass prices. They renamed the tiers as well. The essential tier is now $9.99 per month with 50 games. The premium tier is $14.99 a month with 200 games. And the ultimate tier, which a lot of people have, myself included, because you could play PC and on console, will be 30 bucks a month with 400 plus games. But a lot of people are just going nuts. It's going to cost about 360 bucks a year now. The site actually crashed because so many people were canceling. So I want to get started with BJ first, since he's a part of like the Xbox crew, and then I'm gonna get Caroline in here. So BJ, like, what do you think about this price increase?
Uh, I think you know what. A lot of people might not like what I got to say on this, but I think it sucked that they're raising prices. But for at least for Game Pass, it was such a good value at where it was at that I really saw this coming. You can ask anybody. I have been talking about this for the longest time that this price is not gonna stay like this. We're getting too many new games on day one for it to be the price that it is, especially as a PC player. I was only paying $12 a month to be able to play every dang near all every other new game that comes out on Game Pass. And whether I liked it or not, it was there. It was available for me to play. Um, I mean, they said it's a 50% increase. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
realize people were paying $20 because again, I don't have an Xbox. I only have PC, so I didn't realize that it was $20. I thought it was like
Yeah,
15 or something.
that's what I'm paying
Again, I
too.
was only playing 11.99.
Well, that's good. I mean,
Um,
that's a steal for you.
that's what I'm saying. So that's why. So maybe at $20, maybe it was more reasonable at $20 because I was looking, like I said, looking through the lens of just PC player. So I guess if you for Xbox players, maybe it does kind of suck that you're getting that 50% increase for essentially the same stuff because we kind of talked about it. Me and you did the other day, where the extra stuff that they're throwing in there is almost irrelevant for most people, unless you like play Fortnite or something. I guess because they're giving you the Fortnite crew thing and then
Mm-hmm.
Ubisoft and EA. Like, so I don't know, but I can understand people not wanting to pay $30, even though for what you get, $30 is. If let me preface it by saying you have to actually be actively playing these games. Like if you're somebody that is playing these games when they come out and then getting some hours and enjoyment out of them every single time that you get them, then I would say that it might even be worth that $30 price tag. If you're somebody that doesn't play every game or just kind of like me, where it's like maybe it's not worth it because I'll play the game, but I might only play it for like an hour or two and then never touch it again, right? So
But that's the beauty of it. You can try it.
yeah, I mean, yeah, but I'm just trying it, but I'm also paying $30 to just try
Yeah,
it
yeah.
when I could have just not even tried it and it probably would have been fine, you know, and I would have saved a little bit of money. Uh, I mean, I think right now, like people are just so sick and tired of prices going up that even if it is a good, it doesn't matter. It's just we looking at it, we're like, bro, they're raising this price now. This sucks. Everybody's getting out of there, right? Everybody's canceling, which I don't blame them. I know a lot of my friends are canceling. Um, I'm still on the fence about it since me being a PC player, my price is going up to 1650, I believe, which is not as bad as 30. Obviously, it's still almost half of that. So I'm still debating on if I'm going to cancel mine or not. Like I was looking through my library. I mean, I have like 20 games downloaded on here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really playing any of them at this moment, though. Really,
Okay.
so that's the thing, right? So I'm like still kind of on the fence about it. But I mean, I don't blame people for getting outraged. Prices is constantly going up and up and up, and people are sick and tired of it. So even if it's a good value, I understand. Still, you gotta like put your foot down somewhere.
Caroline?
Yeah, I actually want to bring up the Activision acquisition. I know I brought it up to you guys
Yeah.
last night, but the former FTC commissioner was basically like, "I told you so," and she was right. I think a lot of the increase in prices mean, or the acquisition means like companies have power to increase the prices now that they have this, basically monopolizing the gaming community, and begs the question like, who else is next? I know we're going to be talking about EA later, but then I think the increase of prices is just going to be constant at this point. I did a little bit of research too, and I was talking to another friend, who was actually involved with the case, with the Activision case. He was like one of the journalists there, and he was telling me that, like, this is not the first time that they've increased in prices. Like, this is like a second or third time since that case happened, which I think is
last
asinine.
year, just last year, like 18 months ago.
Right. And so it's like one thing if it's like, okay, 25% increase, even 10% increase, but this is like a 50% increase. Like, it's significant. Like, I don't know. And speaking as somebody who doesn't have Game Pass, both PC or Xbox, it just makes me not want to get a Game Pass. Granted, I'll probably get a PC Game Pass, but I don't know. But to BJ's point, like, it's not worth it to me spending $30 a month on maybe, like, I don't know, like, my understanding is that the $30 a month means you have access to like day of games or same day games, but like the other subscriptions you can't have the access, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's that thing. Like, for me, it's just like I want to still have access to that, but I'm not going to be playing like 20 games a month to make the $30 price tag worth it to me. Like, but I still want to play like the games. It's like the day of. It'll just be like one game for me. So for me, it's just like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not worth it. Like, it doesn't bring in market share for them. And I don't fully understand the strategy, because it's not like they're broke. It's not like this company is struggling to make money. There's just more ways. Like, was it D'Lo that said it last time? Well, like, if Costco can keep like their $1.50 hot dog and like soda, like, why can't these other corporations keep prices flat too? Like, it's not, again, it's not that they're going broke. Like, Microsoft's going to be around for a while,
Forever,
yeah.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is so much nonsense. I'm gonna be on the caveat. I'm not defending them by any way, but if you remember a couple episodes ago, BJ out and Caroline, I said something to the nature of like, this might not be sustainable. They might have to. Do we need all the new day one games? I said something to that nature because I believe that something like this was happening when you're talking about Gears of War or Halo or whatever. You can't keep giving all the new games to people at a very, very small price. So them upping the price kind of makes sense a little bit. But do I like it? No. I would say I've been reading a lot and listening to a lot of videos and people just talking about, well, you got to play 20 games and this and that. And someone said the $360 equates to like 5 new games. So I'm just looking at it on the PlayStation side of things. If you were getting Spider-Man and Little Big Planet and I don't know, Ghost of Tsushima, like if you were getting, when you think about day one games, that's the kind of games they're releasing. So if you getting like Gears of War, Halo, if you might not play all 500 games in there, but if you're playing those ones that you would have paid 70 for or 60, whatever the price is now, it might be a little bit worth it. But to raise your price for 2 times in 18 months, I believe it's 18 months. It's just is I don't know.
It's gross.
They already in the back, which is self inflicted because of the Xbox One era, and then they are raising console prices, which we're gonna talk about right after this. And now they're doing this to their like me. I was a part of that. I was paying like I think BJ said I was paying like $15, 14, $15, 14.99. Then they raised this price. I was like, well, okay, I guess I'm gonna keep doing it for the $20. But now I'm done. I almost canceled it all. I almost just canceled the whole thing. I'm right here deciding if I'm gonna do the essential for $9, or the premium for $15 or $14.99. We'll see. But the main game I play is Dead by Daylight because I'm really thinking about finances and I'm like I could just go buy Dead by Daylight for $10. It's an older game. It came out in like 2016, or I can just go buy that for $10 and then be done with it. And then if a game comes out, would I spend more buying new games or would I spend more just having a subscription? I would have to do the math on that. But I'm seriously thinking about just getting the lowest subscription tier and then maybe just start buying my games again. And at the same time, I would not have played Clair Obscur if I didn't have Game Pass. Wouldn't have experienced that greatness. I would not have even tried Silk Song. Wouldn't have tried Silk Song at all. Avowed, I know BJ talks about that. I wouldn't have tried that. There's tons of games that I wouldn't even try. I do not like Call of Duty, but I played it for like 2 weeks. I wouldn't have played it without Game Pass. I wouldn't have spent money on that. So I think the sneaky part of this is they are only reserving Call of Duty for that final tier. So before Call of Duty was in all the tiers, now they're only reserving Call of Duty for that final tier right here. So if you want Call of Duty, you only can get it for the 21. This tier right here excludes Call of Duty. Sorry, the 21, the 29. So I don't care about Fortnite Crew because I don't play Fortnite. EA Play is cool because you get the EA games, but Ubisoft Classics, I'm really not gonna play those old games. So um, I don't know. I think they're doing this stuff for this service right now. It's kind of, but it did. I mentioned that pre-episode. It did make me think about some stuff. So I had YouTube Premium. Me and BJ talk about YouTube a lot. That's the main app I use every single day. More than anything, is what I watch is YouTube. But I canceled the premium. I'm just gonna have to watch 5 or 10 second ads. So that's like 13, 14 a month. Canceling this or downgrading, that's $10 to $15 a month. Um, and then I canceled my Disney Plus since ESPN brought WWE. That my thing was going up from 11 to 30 something. So from $11 to 30 something. Because I was a part of the legacy bundle when they first did the bundle. So I was a part of like the first initial pricing. So it's going up from like $11.99 to like $34.99. And I'm like, no. And then we also go I meant to text y'all about this, like this podcast, and that price went back up. So we're gonna be switching platforms probably. Just because I'm just thinking about saving money. I got my car insurance lower. Now we're going on a financial talk on the game now, but I got my car insurance lower by like 50, $60. So I was working on everything, just get down. So anyways, to get back on track, I don't know. I don't know. I might just start buying my games again, which I don't know. I play the same game, so maybe I don't need the service. But it looks like BJ, my brother, was saying yesterday when we seen him, you have to have one of the tiers to play online. Is that true?
Probably.
It looks like you
That's
have to
what they
have.
do for PlayStation. That's why I only had like the
that's
basic.
like how it always been though.
Yeah.
Like you always had to have, except for PC, you don't gotta have none of that. But
Okay.
for console, you always had to have the like regular service just to play. Because even Xbox back 360, you had to have the Xbox Gold membership.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's been always like that. Except I think the only games that you can play are like the free games. Like I think you can play like Fortnite and all the games that are already free. I think you can play them for free without a subscription. But anything that would be like a game that you would have to buy, I believe you do have to have the service.
Yeah, or if you want to like play multiplayer. with cross platforms. You definitely you need at least like the basic subscription. And again, that's the reason why I only have it so I can play with you guys.
Yeah, so that's so I might just go down to the $9.99 and see how it goes. I mean, when you look at it, it's only $5 more bucks. So I mean, $5 more bucks to have a what is it, 175 more games. Maybe I'll do that, but we'll see. I don't know. They're in a bad spot, I believe. I feel like they're going under. I don't know.
That's what I
So
think about it.
no, it's like 175 games that you want to play, though.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's true.
It's like when I think about it, it's like they try to get you with this big number, knowing damn well out of them 175 games, you're gonna touch like 5 of them.
If that.
Yeah, after that,
Like,
yeah, maybe.
You know, so that's really what you gotta think about. How many of these games are you gonna play, right? So I don't know. Like, and that's why I said they always try to disguise these price increases as like because I remember when PlayStation originally, I canceled my PlayStation membership when they started doing that. When they switched it from just the regular to now we have essential and premium, and then whatever. When they started doing that, I canceled my subscription.
I mean, Xbox is doing the same thing now.
They try to be like, yeah, we're trying to make it accessible to more people, but you know, we're gonna take away all the stuff from the people that were already there. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're like, yeah, we know some people don't play as many games, so we're gonna give you this $10 tier where you don't get as many games, you don't play as many games. But you're not gonna get none of the good new stuff that's coming out. You're just gonna get all of our old stuff and just be able to play online. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like that's like a ruse to try to say like, yeah, we're just trying to make it accessible to more people. In reality, they're making it less accessible to more people because let's see, most people want these new games, and that's why a lot of people cancel. Like that was like the big thing with Gamepass was the fact that like, look at all these games we're getting on day one for free,
brand new. Yeah,
that was the big thing, and that's why they went ahead and put that for $30. And then for 15, they're like, yeah, you can get these games, but which might not be bad. Like you get them, but you're not gonna get them on day one. You're gonna get them within the same year that they came out.
but does that mean day 364? Like it's 365 days. We're gonna give you these day 364, and then you got them a year.
I mean, that's a good point. Like I don't know how long you're gonna have to wait. Maybe they should have like gave us some more detail on that. Because again, like right, if something comes out in January, am I not gonna play it till December? I mean, it's a good point. I would like to think no, but I mean, right now we have no way of knowing if that's the case or not. So
we don't know what they own. Speaking of which, what they own, it looks like they raised. No, it doesn't look like they have raised prices again of their consoles. That's 5 years old. I really wish D-Lo was on and Johnny was on because Johnny always talks about prices and things going up. So they raised it again, which is just insane. 5-year-old console, about to be a 6-year-old console. I guess it came out in November. So yeah, it's about to be a 5-year-old console. So here are the new prices: $399 for a Series S, with only 512 gigs, 1 terabyte,
That's
$449. Nothing. I feel that you can fill that up with Call of Duty.
Crazy.
Exactly.
The digital version of $599, the Series X, $649, and the 2 terabyte. You could get a PC for that. $799. I don't know, man. These dudes they just keep on like boom. It's like when you go to the carnival and you go to the little glass house and you just keep running into the glasses. Like that's what they're doing. They just keep hitting themselves in the face. BJ, what you think about these price increases, man, of the console that we just talked about this earlier this year, like 2 months ago?
I think it's ridiculous. I mean, I'm sure nobody went flocking to go buy new consoles when they increased the price the first time. So the second time, it makes absolutely no sense to me. I have no idea what they're thinking with this, unless they're just thinking they don't want to sell any more consoles because I don't see. I mean, I really need to look up the stats of like who's buying this stuff. Like, there's no way anybody's buying this. It has to be like the people who are buying consoles at this price are the same people you talk about that all they play is 2K and Call of Duty every year, and that's it. I don't think anybody that's like a real like gamer is. I don't want to say real gamer, but like Like anybody that's like really into it and in the know would ever pay these prices. So like I don't know. I really think they're just trying to get over on people that don't really pay attention and think that maybe this is normal because they're not in the loop. Because nobody in the know would ever buy this. So I'm not really sure what their plans are for why they're constantly increasing the prices. And I'm also, not looking forward to the future because if they're doing this with the old consoles, whenever these next consoles come out, what are their prices? Are we looking at $1,000 on day one for a PS6 and whatever they're gonna call the new Xbox? Like, I don't know. We're just again, I think people are just slowly they're trying to turn gaming into like I mean it is a luxury, don't get me wrong, but like they're trying to turn it into a like you have to have money, like money for this. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you want to be a game, it's gonna be like that. You want that fancy car, well, you gotta pay that price, right? If you want that fancy new console, you're gonna have pay that ticket.
It shouldn't be a luxury though. Like
No, I'm with you.
it's becoming a luxury, but like growing up, it wasn't a luxury. I mean, it was a hobby. Like
Yeah, yeah.
it was accessible. Like this is asinine. Like it shouldn't be a luxury to enjoy like your hobbies. No.
What you think, Caroline? Like
Exactly.
you with these prices, or like what's how you feel about it?
I'm saying that there aren't going to be price hikes, especially with like all our talk like tariffs and all that. I just think
Mm-hmm.
it's asinine that it's on older consoles. Like it should at least stay the same price, you know? Like why if it was like on a newer console that just like released maybe a couple months ago, okay, like I can see that. But these are consoles that have been out for what years? 5 years?
24.
Like how does that make sense? Again, to your point, who's gonna buy it? Like I feel like the people that have been wanting an Xbox or have been trying to like that wanted an Xbox right or already bought it like 5 years ago, and then the people that haven't bought it yet are like people like Deal who are trying to save up for it. And now
Mm-hmm.
it's just not manageable anymore. Like
Right.
it shouldn't be a luxury. Gaming was never a luxury. Like it was affordable back in the day. I don't again I'm not sure what's driving it. So it just
Yeah,
older consoles it doesn't make sense for the older consoles for me.
I feel like if they was going to do it, they should just release the new console. Like if they just wanted to do, if they were going to raise the prices, just release a new console. It could have been. I'm not giving them any ideas, but it could have been the same console released in a new box, looking different, just because they wanted to. Like they had to change something. Like we talked about this before, but raising prices on old things makes 0 sense. And it kind of BJ said something to the nature of not wanting to sell any consoles. I got a theory that they just doing it to get out the console market. Maybe they just doing it on purpose, which sounds dumb, but they're just like, okay, we already shot ourselves in the foot. Let's raise prices, and that's gonna give us an excuse. We're not selling consoles. Let's shut it down. So I'm kind of going there where they just come like, all right, we raise Game Pass, and then we raising console prices, and we're not selling. All right, then we just gonna become a software company because they are a software company. And in theory, they're a software company with all their Microsoft stuff. So they'll just go to Game Pass and keep the software, and then the hardware will just go away because they're raising. That's like the new iPhone 17 is out now, and they're gonna raise it on the 15. Like that don't make sense. It don't make sense what they're doing right now. So I think they're in a world of trouble. But maybe they're not with them putting all their stuff on everyone's consoles. I mean, that's the caveat. They're trying to put everything on everyone's consoles. So they're trying to get Game Pass on the Switch. And then I know they've been working on getting Game Pass on the PlayStation. So if they do that, then they're releasing their games on everything. So maybe that's profitable for them. But right now, the Xbox brand as a whole seems like it's in trouble, a bit of trouble.
Yeah, I'm like looking up some statistics right now, or at least like what the sales were like in this year, and they were saying that Xbox console sales were down 25%.
Yeah,
So clearly, like increasing the price is going to help with sales, right?
that's what I mean. It's counter. I don't know. It's like they're doing it on purpose. I don't know. Maybe they got some trick up their sleeve that we don't know about. But yeah, let's move to some more better news, I guess. So when we were off for last week, Sony had a state of play. They showed a game that a lot of people been wanting to see. A lot of people been ready to play. Insomniac's Wolverine. I want to get your thoughts on that, and if there was anything else from the state of play you liked, Caroline.
I'm gonna say the state of play was lukewarm.
Okay.
There's nothing that stuck out. Even Wolverine, I get that it was kind of anticipated. Like it didn't. I don't know. Nothing really stuck out to me. Now I don't know if I'm mixing it up. Was Forza like on the state of play? Or was in a Tokyo game show?
That was a Tokyo game show. That's
Okay,
Xbox.
because I was gonna say like the Forza game actually looked really good, but there was no gameplay for that. No, nothing for me that really stood out. I did notice that there were racing games. Like I don't know, are developers trying to the racing game market? So there's like a Sonic and Mega Man, racing game. Now we had Kirby, and then there's obviously the Mario Kart, and with Forza coming out, I'm like, I don't know, is it a racing game season? Or maybe it's just me.
Could be. I know. Could be. I mean, I love my racing games. Everyone doesn't like racing games. I'm a racing game fan, so it could be.
I don't know. I don't hate racing games. I'm just maybe it's starting to get a little bit saturated. Like
Yeah.
maybe they're just trying to find different ideas to make another racing game, which I mean it's cool, I guess. I don't
I
know.
mean, they should bring out Burnout back. That's what they should do. But um,
I'm surprised they haven't.
yeah, very good franchise.
Yeah.
BJ, what you think about the state of play, man? Anything you liked? What you think about Wolverine?
Um, the state of play was kind of whack. I mean, it didn't really show too much. Like the main, you could almost argue they only showed one game, which was Wolverine, which I did like. It looked good. Now I am somebody that I like. I like violence in my games. I like blood and gore, and so I like the direction. I like the direction that they went with it, with not holding anything back. Like right from the beginning, Wolverine sticking claw right through somebody's face. Like
Mm-hmm.
that, I'm all about that, and I mean that automatically sells me on the game when it comes out. So I thought it looked pretty good from what they showed. Other than that, there was not really that much there. They showed more gameplay on the Halloween game, uh, which I am also interested in because it looks like what I figured it would look like, which is like that Friday the 13th game, but instead of Jason now it's Michael Myers, which I'm okay
Mm-hmm.
with because I love that game. I mean, I don't know how well it's going to end up holding up in the end. So long as everything runs fine, it's probably. I feel like it's probably going to be one of them games where when it first comes out, everybody's going to be on it. You're going to see every streamer and YouTuber playing it for the first couple weeks, and then it'll die off probably. Um, but hey, I mean, long as the price is right, that first couple of weeks will be worth it. So I mean, there was those two, and I think that was really about it. I did want to complain about that 20th anniversary God of War controller and how lazy the design is on it. Like, as a big God of War fan, that would have been a controller that maybe I would have considered purchasing. But
Mm-hmm.
only thing they did was put a red line through the right side of a white controller.
I don't
So
get it.
it's not worth it at all. Like, they could have done a lot
You can put a
more with it.
sticker.
Like, what is that? Like, they didn't
You
even
can paint
try.
that. You can
They
paint
didn't
that
even
on the
try.
right
And you're
controller.
talking about stickers. I could probably go online right now and find a controller skin that's like 20 million times better than that. Like, that is a major disappointment as a God of War fan for me. Like, this is what you do to one of your biggest franchises after 20 years. This is how you celebrate it. Like, come on, man. Come on. Like, this just
Yeah,
is the
dude, it do
epitome of
look
like,
just kind of bare bones. I ain't gonna hold you up.
come on, brother. Like, they could have at least put a symbol on the middle or something. Like, you could have made it like one side is Kratos, the other side is like Atreus, or like they could have tried something. Like they didn't. They really didn't try. Like, I don't know. Or
It
you could have
doesn't look
gave
like
us
much.
could have gave me another remastered God of War original trilogy. You could have gave me that. I would have took that. Instead, you give me a garbage controller that I don't think. Again, who buy? I have to keep asking this question. Who buys this stuff? Who's gonna go out and who? I need to see people's fucking cards. Who got this controller pre-ordered right now? Like, you're letting them know that this is
The
okay.
collectors, that's it.
Like,
Yeah.
bro, even for collectors, like, I guess. I mean, it's still the 20th anniversary controller. It just looks like crap. Like,
Is there a red symbol? Like, does that mean anything? It just looks like a
I mean, it's
line
just
to
like
me.
Kratos. He has like the red thing on his face across his
Mm-hmm.
eye,
Okay.
and that's all it is.
Can they make a face on the controller?
That's kind of what they were going for because his face is all white with the like red slash over the eye or whatever.
Mhm.
That's kind of what they were going for, but very lazily. So that's about it, man. There was really not much there. Like, not for me. Like, I mean, they did
Mhm.
show with Final Fantasy Tactics, which is now out. So I mean that's something that's on my list, but I'm telling myself I need to go be Fire Emblem first because it's kind of the same type of game. So if I want to buy that, I need to go be Fire Emblem before I go and move over. But yeah, it gets like it gets a C for me, and that's only because Wolverine looked pretty good, and the rest was just not. So
I would say it's a all around consensus. We all kind of feel the same way. But I would say we're in the minority because all the things I've read and hours I've been listening to, everyone loved it because of Wolverine. So they've been giving it
that's the only
B's and
thing there.
A's. You know,
Mm.
yeah, they giving it B's and A's. My most intriguing thing was the Michael Myers, the Halloween. That's just because my horror love. So it kind of BJ. I thought of you when I saw it because it just was like that Jason game, that Friday the 13th. It's exactly how it kind of looked. Um, Wolverine looked like Wolverine. A mini secret that people don't know is he was my favorite character before Captain America. I love that like anti character, like him, like Vegeta. That's like my ideal kind of character. Captain America is actually the only good character that I like, who's like good, who's like positive. Everyone else is not so positive. They're more like evil a little bit in them. But um, but it didn't do anything for me. It was just like, okay, it looks cool. I haven't played any of the Spider-Man games. I've heard they're cool. They look sweet. I just won't spend that money on them to play them on the PC unless they go on sale. But there was okay. It was like kind of like BJ said, C, solid C. I give it a C minus, not plus, so solid C, C minus ish. Nothing really there for me at least, except the Halloween game. And I won't get around to playing Wolverine because I don't have a PlayStation. So by the time it gets on PC, will be however many years. So, um, and I'm not buying a PlayStation just to play that. So, it was okay. I've never actually owned a PlayStation console, podcasters, just so y'all know. I've always been Nintendo, and then I had a Dreamcast, and I've had everything except PlayStation. That's the only one I've never had. So, and I'll keep it that way. I'm fine with keeping it that way. So, um, no intention of ever owning one. But so yeah, it just kind of it was okay. It's just okay. So let's move forward to the Tokyo Game Show. Xbox announced one of their big franchises, Forza Horizon 6, and then a game called OD that a lot of people are excited about. So I want to get your thoughts on the Forza Horizon 6, and anything else you liked from there, Caroline.
Forza looked really pretty. I wish there was more gameplay that was shown. That was actually one of the things that just stuck out to me. Same thing. Well, let's see. I did a little bit more research, not just look at the video, but I guess there's a new Katamari game. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Katamari.
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. And then Ninja Gaiden, I mean, they've been hyping up Ninja Gaiden for a while. It looks really good. I've been a fan of the franchise for years, so those are the ones that stuck out. Did they say Battlefield 6 was also coming out soon?
It is. I think it's coming out
Okay.
this upcoming week, a couple days.
Okay. Yeah. Not a Battlefield fan or I'm not super familiar with the franchise, but I guess everyone's been anticipating it for a while.
And don't forget about Pal World Pal Farm now. Don't forget about they got that Pal World Pal Farm coming out too, man. They trying to
Did they announce that? I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah, they had the Pal World
Okay.
Pal Farm. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to find
I'd be
one
down
with
for
all
that.
the tags. But I'll bring it up. I gotta hear.
I ran out of things to do in Battle World anyways. Other than leveling up and it's just taking forever to level up now. I'm like 55.
Well, they still and they announced the new collab. They announced the new collab. You'll have to look that up. Power World did. So they announced a new collab with some I forgot what the name. Here's the Power World Pal Farm though. This
Animal
was
Crossing with pals.
Yeah. D'Lo kind of said looked at sweet. Because remember Pokemon just a couple weeks ago did the Ditto thing. So yeah, I play it. I'm always down for Power. I at least try it out. I don't know how much I would like it, but yeah. So, what you think, BJ? Anything you like from this?
Honestly, I didn't really get to catch it like that. I mean, Forza is cool. I've never been the biggest like. I mean, I like the arcade style racing games. I'm not a big fan of like just straight regular racing or street racing or whatever. So for me, that's a whatever. I mean, I'm sure it looks good, but it's not something that ever interested me. Um, I'm kind of looking through the list. I didn't know there was a Katamari. I don't see it here though. But if that's a thing, that's definitely something that I would like to play. Uh,
Yeah, it
it's also
wasn't in the
cool there.
video. It was an article on it.
Okay, yeah, I have to look that up.
And this OD game is supposed to be a big one that people are raving about. So I don't
OD.
know. It looks a little different. It looks a
I must
little
be looking
different.
on the wrong list here because I don't even see that on here.
But you know, for you
Fatal.
Horizon, have you ever played Horizon? You know, Horizon is not your typical street racer.
I mean, if it ain't got shells or powers or crashing and blowing people up, then I don't care.
Well, they don't have much of that. They don't have much of that.
If it's
But it
just
makes
regular
yeah.
racing, then I'm straight.
Because I'm assuming you talking about like a NASCAR racing. That's the Forza Motorsport. When you
Yeah,
just
so this is
you
just
know,
racing, but you just in the street, right? Like, I mean, you just like,
yeah, you can take whatever path you go on. You got all different kind of cars. You know, it
yeah,
ain't like a NASCAR or going in a circle the whole time. You in the street, kind of like Midnight Club
like I
ish.
said, like, I mean, Midnight Club back in the day, that's because you used to like putting the spinners and the rims and all that. At least for me, it
Yeah.
was never about the racing. It was just about having the car. Uh, I mean, I played Burnout, but that was only because you had the over the top forcing people to crash element to it. Like that was the closest that I played to like a racing game.
Okay.
Um, let's see, Fatal Frame 2 is actually cool that they're remaking that. That's a classic horror game, so that's cool that they're giving that a remake, and it looks really like really up there, like graphically. Like they putting a lot into it.
Yeah.
About I
Let me
don't know if
see
people know
what
about
is.
Fatal Frame like that, but yeah. And then again, other than that, I gotta find this Katamari game because I that's what's sounding hype to me. Um, Pal Farm. I mean, that's something I'll probably try. I mean, that's something I could see myself playing probably more than regular Pal World, just because I don't know. I've been looking for a game like that. Like I started playing Stardew Valley. Been looking for something like just casual where I ain't gotta stress. Just go plant my little crops and then move on.
I mean, Power World ain't stressful.
It can be.
It can be. Let's see the Katamari game. I put the article in the chat.
Got the king in there. Okay.
Yeah. It's called Once Upon a Katamari. That was
Oh
Yeah, it
yeah,
is.
yeah. No, I gotta.
my
This I'll
real
definitely
thing.
play. Actually, well, I don't know. Recently, maybe it was like a couple years ago. I went back and beat Katamari Damacy.
Oh, nice.
So I would definitely play this when it comes out. Shit, this might be even though this looks very similar. But I
It's
mean, it's
Katamari. It's really
Katamari,
simple.
you know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what else you're would expect from it. Oh no, that's kind of different. Got powers. I don't remember having stuff like this. New costumes. Okay, yeah. So this is something. This is something that I would play.
Just want to roll.
Exactly. And with some good music playing in the background.
Dude, the soundtrack is banging.
Hmm. Oh, 4 players online. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so this is my game right here, man.
Yeah.
Hold on. Go back real quick a little bit.
I'll go back.
Just a little bit to when they started playing, showing them songs.
Let me just go. There we go. It's right there. Should be right after this.
I know they gotta have that. Na na na
Na
na
na na na
na
na
na
na
na na.
na na.
Katamari
Katamari Damacy.
Damacy. Yeah, I mean, I'm already sold. I'm sold. Okay. Hey, that saves the whole game show for me.
I never tried it. Y'all making me. I might have to try it. I mean, just try it out. I've never just tried it, so maybe I just try it
You know
out.
the premise of it, right?
Tell me, please, intrigue me.
You're supposed to you roll this ball, and you're supposed to make this ball as big as like whatever the goal is, and that's all it really does. And you gather stuff, and so it's like the sticky ball that gets bigger and bigger as.
Well, yeah, I've seen that. I didn't know if it was more to it. Yeah, that's just it. That's just okay.
That's it. That's
Okay.
why it's like one of those relaxing, like not thinking about anything type of games.
For
And
sure.
has it always been
Well, sometimes that can get stressful too, though.
You
When that
can.
timer start running down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you have to do it within a certain amount of time.
BJ has it or Caroline either has it all? You said 4-player online like that was a shock. Was it never like that before? Or
None of the ones I played were like that.
They've always been
okay,
single player, so
okay,
that'll be interesting.
okay. The OD game it looks okay. I have to see more like actual gameplay. The Forza Horizon 6, Forza Horizon 5, when the video game wins Game of the Year or is nominated, a racing game, and that kind of means it's super good. So I actually downloaded that. It runs and looks great on the PC. So I'm excited for Forza Horizon 6, especially with it being in Japan. I'm excited to see that kind of landscape, see that area. That will be cool. I love cars, so to be able to get my Bronco on there and get my Wrangler on there and get my Mustangs on there. On Forza Horizon 5, I have a yellow Mustang with Pikachu on the side. So they let you do all the anime stuff. They like you do it with the one guy I play with has like the Undertaker on his car. So that's pretty cool. I like that they let you put those wraps on there. Um, so I'm interested in that. And other than that, it was just kind of it wasn't nothing too crazy. Ninja Gaiden looks good, but I've never been into Ninja Gaiden, so um, I don't know how that'll go. Oh, that's the other thing, but I don't know how that is. I tried the other one, the one that released earlier this year. That was fine. It wasn't nothing that I was like, yeah, I'm ready to play Ninja Gaiden. It was cool. It was tough. I did like that. That it's tough. I like games that are tough, so I like challenges. But other than that, the show was okay. Um, so yeah, show was just sorry.
Yeah, it was lukewarm.
Sorry, Caroline. Say that again.
It was lukewarm.
Yeah, just look
What
one.
was
That's another one of our. I'll play it again. Another one of the game, and I'll go into the door. Going to our next segment, which is kind of what we've been playing, what we've been doing. Caroline, you been playing anything new? You still on Silk Song? What's been going on?
Yeah, I've been on my Silk Song kick. I'm at like 56 hours. So it's divided. So the game's divided into like 2 acts, and there's a third act if that you can get, which is like I guess it's from what I'm reading, it's like the true ending if you beat it. But you can't get the third act unless you finish certain things in the second act. So yeah, I've been thoroughly enjoying it. It's a big world. It's massive. I haven't explored all of the world yet, so but I'm probably like another good 10 15 hours of playtime before I can move on to the next game. So
Okay. Are you finding it still to be really difficult?
it was definitely more difficult in the beginning, but then once you end up powering up, so like when you get more masks and you like upgrade your weapons and then you get more tools, it's like significantly easier. It's not like easy by any means, but it's definitely easier. And like at least like with some of the gameplay, when I'm struggling with bosses, like I don't like with some of the bosses that I didn't struggle with, it's because like I upgraded my character so much. But like people would complain about this boss, but that's because they didn't have like the upgrades that I did. So
Okay.
right. So it's definitely not easy. There's definitely still some strategy, but like, what boss would have like a boss would take like 5 minutes would now take me maybe 3 for me. So
Okay.
enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a
I
lot.
would suggest that I'm going to, I guess, suggest that after you finish that, please play Clair Obscure.
Yeah, that's my next
Hopefully that's
game.
one of your next game because I want to. So is Silk Song your game of the year right now?
Right now it's my game of the year, yeah.
Okay.
So man, what was I playing? But I'm trying to think what other games I played earlier this year. Other than Power World, what did I? Yeah, Silk Song's my game of the year right now.
Yeah. Okay. I want you.
It's
I
hard
have
to
to try
yeah.
try
It's
out.
hard to put it down. It's really,
Yeah.
really hard to put it down.
Okay. I mean, but you do get on that kick because it was hard for you to put Power World down. I mean, you were digging into that,
Yeah. So. Yeah. But to your point, Powell doesn't have like an ending.
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't end.
I can just keep going and they're gonna keep adding DLC. And they're gonna add DLC to Silk Song, don't get me wrong, but there's something like you have to beat the final boss in Silk Song. There's no final boss in Power World.
BJ, what you been playing? What you been watching?
Man, I haven't been playing much of anything lately. I just been outside, living my life. So I ain't really had as much time to game as I normally would. Uh, as of watching, I just been watching One Piece. Man, I finally broke past that 1,000 episode mark.
That's a lot of
So
episodes.
so I am almost there. I am almost caught up to the series.
Caught
And
up. They still going. They still ongoing.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
still on. Yes, it's still going.
Woo! With a thousand. I mean,
Yeah,
many
I mean
people don't make it to X amount of episodes. That's a lot of
it's
episodes.
it's just now going on a break again. Now it started back up a couple of months ago, and
Did the spoilers from the orchestra like make sense now, or were they not like?
um, it wasn't really like that spoilery, honestly. Like,
Mm,
I mean, it showed like a fight that I mean I could have assumed happened based on stuff that I already knew.
mhm,
Like, it wasn't. It didn't really like reveal too much. Like, it mostly showed stuff that I already knew. Because I already have a lot of spoilers from playing the card game. That's
mhm,
another thing about it. So like, it wasn't that bad. Like, it didn't really like reveal too much to me,
mhm.
and it didn't even show really that much at all from like the newest part that's going on right now. It just only showed that opening part. So it's not really nothing to piece together. Like, well, really, like it already kind of made sense because I had context really. So yeah, we're good. We're good. It's not taking anything away from it. So it was a safe bet to look at it.
Um,
Yeah.
you said you haven't really been. Hold on, before I even get on to that, how many seasons is this with this style? Like, what season are they on?
like
Uh,
200.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. One of my favorite shows is Law and Order, and that's been going on forever. But it ain't. They ain't in 1,000 episodes. Like,
they are in season 21.
Yeah,
wow.
sounds about right.
Seeing Law and Order in season like 27, and ain't no. Maybe I'm wrong. Ain't no way they on stuff 1,000 episodes, but I could be wrong. Well, that's a lot of episodes, man. So you said, but anyways, you said you ain't really been playing much lately.
Not really. No, I can't even really think of nothing that I've been playing like that. Like, I mostly just been watching One Piece and being outside.
Okay.
I have not been gaming that much lately.
Outside, pop out. This dude, he on this Cardi B. He said he outside. All right, man, you got it. You got it, bro. I ain't mad at, I ain't mad
Uh
at
huh.
you. Um, what have I been playing? I haven't. I've been doing a lot of stuff at work lately, so getting home later and catching up on my sports and everything and wrestling. Playing DVD. I mean, that's the same old, same old. I try to pick up Silk Song a little bit. It's going. It's going. Maybe I need to get to the part where I start getting that extra stuff. If I can make it there, then maybe I'll like it a little bit more. Um, what else have I been playing? I've been playing this game called Wheel World. Let me pull it up real quick. Uh, it's a little. Sometimes you guys talk about games where it's just not really thinking about it or anything like that. So different kind of art style. I like trying to try some stuff that's different. Um, So just playing this kind of game, you go around, you have to do challenges. You just ride a bike.
Oh,
It's not anything exceptional or anything like that. You ride a bike, you get a crew. My first little thing in the game, I had to beat a crew. So yeah, just doing this, racing uphill, racing downhill, trying to beat other teams, and you really don't have to think much. Let's turn on some music, and then you can edit your bike and stuff like that. Different kind of wheels. Um, yeah, I've been playing that, trying that out. So it's pretty cool. Trying to think if I've been watching anything different. No, trying to find some new shows on Netflix to watch. Haven't find if I found anything really good yet, but really this is kind of sports time, so just keeping up with all the sports and things like that, which are my favorite. So, um, yeah, it's gonna be a hard one today. Gonna be a hard one today, but if there's any two people I know who can do it, There it is, right here, man. It's gonna be a hard one
You just
today.
want to stop our streak, man.
No, I told you this one I can't really say where I got it from until after, but yeah, I can say
We know, right?
I think so. I mean, I think so. I don't know. If you had to make me bet money on it, I would say yes.
Okay.
I would say yes that you know it. And that's all I can give you. I can't. It's too many. Y'all might get it right away. So too many clues in there.
Get it right away. It must not be that hard then.
With the clues, it might be. If the clues, it might be. So
I feel like we've just been asking the right questions lately.
y'all have been doing very good on the question mark lately. I'll be honest. So
all right. So was it released before 2015? Let's start with the Johnny question.
It was.
Okay.
All right. Was released before 2000?
No.
Because I always like to know if it's potentially an older game or
right.
I love it, man. Let's go. I love it. I am here. Let's do it. Mm-hmm. Get that mind working because Caroline just be, was this Shaq Fu? And then all of a sudden,
it is Shaq Fu.
I forgot what it was last week, y'all. I feel like y'all got it on the last one or something.
Yeah, well, we got Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
Did we get? Yeah, we got Shovel Knight.
We got Shovel Knight.
One after that. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe that was it.
No, it was Shovel Knight because I asked. I think this is what did it, and I'm going to give myself credit because I asked if we mentioned the game, and I thought you were going to like the second time, and I thought you were going to say no, and I'm like, okay, well, like this is, and then when you said yes, I'm like, okay, we only have like 2 more games that we could actually say what it was, at that point.
Yeah. Because there was one recently where BJ got it on the. Oh, it was Clementine. It was the Walking Dead.
Yeah, Walking Dead.
Oh, that one I wasn't part of. But I did watch that episode. That was a good one.
Y'all been getting it on the last. Y'all didn't have like 5 or 6 on the last, like. So, my bad. 2 questions in. Before 2015, yes. Before 2000, no.
Okay.
Was it released before 2010?
Yes.
Okay, so we have that decade.
In 2000 and 2009, because
I said before 2010, yeah, 2000.
Yeah, so
2000.
So that's like that could be Xbox 360 or I don't know.
It can be GameCube. It can be Wii, 360, PS3, PS4, PS3.
Yeah, I'm not definitely not 4, but it may be 3. Again, I will always use that. That's the one way I always know now because I used to always have the issue with the timing. I always think about the Sonic 06 because I know that was on the 360, so I know that the 360 was 06.
You can also say Dreamcast. You mentioned Dreamcast too. Pretty sure the Dreamcast was around 2000, 2010.
Probably.
Yeah.
I never had or played one.
So you're not on genre.
Okay. Genre. So let's see. Do we got? Is this an RPG, a shooter, or a fighting game?
Yes. RPG, shooter, fighting game. Yeah.
I'll try to pick 3 things that are different.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of stuff that could, like action, adventure, and RPG are kind of similar-ish.
So it's like a music game.
Right. So I'll try to pick different ones. So it's one of those 3. Okay, so is this a multiplayer game?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, fighting RPG and what?
Shooter.
Question. I think we went over this last time, but okay, is this a sports game? But then those genres like Blitz is an arcade sports game. That's still a sports, right?
Yeah.
Sports.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because sometimes you'll be like, is this a fighting game? And then technically it's wrestling.
Yeah, but I mean it's still technically a fight. Like, see, I would describe a fighting game. I mean, they don't have to be just 2 people, but just like I don't know. Because like I do think there's a difference between a fighting game and a beat 'em up game, for example.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like a
See,
hack
but
slash.
I think it's a difference between Mortal Kombat and WWE. Like I think there's a difference.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but it's kind of the same premise where you get your people that fight and then they go into the ring and fight, right?
Yeah.
So in that aspect, I would consider it like the same if you just want to put it down to just that.
Yeah.
But
Okay, just
like,
asking for clarification.
yeah. It's just because now you got me thinking about it because it's like you got me thinking about like a fighting game versus like a side scrolling beat 'em up or just a game that has fighting in it. Like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or like what is that one game? Sifu or whatever? Would that be
Yeah,
considered
yeah.
a fighting game? I don't know if I would consider it like
No.
a fighting game, but it kind of is.
Yeah, I wouldn't, cause and I love that game by the way, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay. So
Y'all at five.
let's
Y'all at
get back on
five.
track here. Okay, so we got
Multiplayer.
multiplayer. Is
So it's
this
probably not an RPG if it's a multiplayer game.
probably not? I mean, the other two are definitely still there. Now, this is the question that I like to ask because it seems to always help me. Are we talking about? I gotta see how to word it because it has to be yes or no. So, is this like? Is it co-op? Do you play co-op?
Yes.
Okay,
So probably a
so
shooter,
probably
not
a
a fighting
shooter.
game.
Yeah, is you fighting games usually you? But I mean, you do have some where you could be on this thing. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. All right.
I
Well,
don't even.
I don't want to start burning. Like I have all these questions in my head. I don't want to start just burning through all of them. So, stop me if I'm asking too many.
If I
Um,
ask like BJ, if I ask if it's a first person or third person shooter, and he says no, like, are we still gonna assume that it's a
well, we don't.
shooter? We
Yeah, I
can't.
don't know. Because I was gonna ask him if it's just even guns in the game at all. Like that would just already let us know, right?
But there are fighting games with guns in it, right?
I
Maybe.
feel like it's. I mean, I already feel like it's a shooter, honestly,
I think it's a
just
shooter
based off of
too.
everything else. But that would just I would know for sure if it was or wasn't. I feel like at that point.
Fuck it, let's ask it.
we're still kind of early. We got a lot of good questions. So, is there guns in this game?
I do not know.
Yeah.
Can't
That's
answer.
crazy.
Can't answer. Can't
That's
answer for
actually
you. So
crazy.
that
That was
so
not the answer
What
that
a
I was expecting at all. I was expecting. If you don't
yes
know,
or
then
no? It's not a shooter.
so I can't.
What
So y'all don't get to you like that question doesn't count against you because I don't know.
I mean there
That
is
can't be a
other
shooter.
fight. I mean there are fighting games that are co-op also. Though.
Yeah, there are definitely fighting games that are co-op.
A
but-
random game that's coming to my head right now that might even fall into that timeline is, and I don't think that it would be this, would be Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. Is a random game that just pops up in my head as a game that maybe falls around. I don't know exactly. I feel like it probably falls around that timeline. That is a fighting game, but it also has co-op in it, but it's still a fighting game because it also technically still has the like 1v1 Mortal Kombat fights in it. But the story mode and stuff you could go through co-op with Liu Kang and Kung Lao. But I feel like that's too specific.
Okay. Is it a fighting game?
No.
Okay.
So it's a shooter. It could be a shooter. What if it is still an
It
RPG?
can't be a shooter. It probably is still an RPG if there's a co-op RPG.
I mean, there's co-op RPGs. I just can't. And then there's games that you would
It can't be
consider.
a shooter.
You say he doesn't know if there's guns.
So it can't be a shooter. It can't.
I would say that it couldn't because, I mean, there's other stuff you can shoot with, right? But
Like arrows?
yeah, but we're talking about.
I mean,
we're
what
talking
does Mega
about
Man
co-op.
shoot with?
Oh yeah, he got his little Mega Buster.
Come on,
It's kind of
it's
a
a cannon.
gun. I mean, it's kind of a gun.
I personally wouldn't consider it a gun, but if you
Okay.
know,
It's kind of a gun.
It's kind of a gun. It's a cannon.
I don't
on
know.
his
Cannon's a
arm.
gun.
It is
On
a
his
cannon.
arm.
It
It's a
is.
cannon.
Yeah, I know there's a
On his
cannon on his arm.
I'm gonna have to go play some Mega Man later.
You know,
All
like
right.
people
You
on Dragon
shoot.
Ball Z shooting out there. I don't call that shooting. There's a beam.
Okay. Is this a exclusive to a console?
Yes.
Okay. Because now I wonder if we should think about the Nintendo route, or I mean, it could be Samus. I mean, I don't think there's any co-op in any of those though that I know of.
Not for the Samus games. Not
But it's exclusive. I mean, PlayStation still has exclusives. Xbox,
Just
I feel like they don't have a lot of, but I'm not sure. But we know it's not a fighting game.
If it's exclusive.
How many questions do we got? I'm debating how stupid of a question I want to ask.
Y'all got a lot. I don't think y'all at 10 yet. 1, 2,
I don't think we're at
3,
10 either.
Because I think we should just go ahead. Is this a shooting game?
No.
So it's an RPG. Because it had to be one of those three.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an RPG. Co-op.
You didn't say adventure. You said RPG specifically, right?
Yeah, I said RPG.
So it has to be an RPG with co-op. That's exclusive. Are we
Guns,
assuming
maybe not.
I don't know. God of War
is 10. That is 10.
Okay.
Sorry, you said you played. I've never played God of War. God of War is not an RPG, is it?
I would consider that an action adventure game, and also it's definitely solo. It's a single player.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to think: if it's exclusive, are we assuming it's Nintendo?
Probably. I mean, that's always the best bet when it comes to that. But then I think of stuff like Ratchet and Clank, but I think that's action adventure. Because I mean, you get upgrades and stuff. See, it's always a tough. That's why I hate that, because it's so tough with action adventure and RPG. They're so close to each other.
Are the Mario games co-op?
Some of them are, kind of. If you consider, usually it's like one person is Mario, one person is Luigi, and it's like if the one person dies, then at least the older Mario, it's like Mario dies, now it's like Luigi's turn to like try the stage.
I'm gonna ask. Is it a Mario game?
No.
Okay. There's way too many Mario games.
Is it a Nintendo game?
What do you mean by that?
Is it did it release on Nintendo? I mean, you said it's exclusive, so I'm assuming that
it did release on Nintendo.
I don't like that. I don't like that answer, because it's like
you said did I don't know, did Fortnite release on Nintendo? Yeah, that released on Nintendo. It's also on Xbox, PC, so.
But you said it was exclusive, though.
Do you want to rephrase
it? He already answered it. At least on Nintendo, yes.
Okay, yeah.
So then you there, yeah. That's.
I mean, a release, so it could be like a GameCube or something.
Not a Mario game. RPG. None of the Zelda games are co-op, I'll tell you that.
What's the name? What is that one? Four Swords or whatever?
Oh yeah, I guess that would be Four Swords. That's the one game I didn't play.
That game was on GameCube, but I think it released before GameCube though.
Oh, I don't know. Game Boy Advance?
Probably. Just trying to get through them. It's an RPG co-op. What do you think?
Was the main character playable in Smash Brothers Melee?
No.
Okay, that rules out a lot.
So that's like all of anybody in the Nintendo.
That's all their IPs, right?
Right. Exactly. That's like anybody that matters.
All right. Since I don't play Smash that well, and since I don't play Smash that well or don't know much about Smash, I'm gonna say I cannot answer that.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Because I don't. It could be a sub character or something. I don't know. So I'm not.
I said playable. I said it was a playable.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Okay.
This one's just gonna be one of the ones.
He did say it was hard.
Once. We know what it is, though.
We know what it is, or he thinks he knows. He thinks we know what it is.
We probably know what it is. I don't doubt it.
Probably do. I don't know. There was a Nintendo game that I wasn't familiar with. It was like a GameCube game, and I didn't know what it was.
Okay. Have we mentioned this game so far?
In this entire episode, yes.
Okay.
Ah, shit. Maybe it's a Metroid game.
So now we mentioned.
Maybe it's a Metroid game because it's not guns. She has a cannon.
She does have a cannon. I just don't know about any multiplayer in those games.
Depends.
Okay, so games we mentioned in the whole thing. There's a lot of games.
Dude,
I mean, we talk a lot about Xbox. Is this game in a series?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So we could have talked about a newer game in the series or whatever. Again, we talked a lot about Xbox. What kind of RPGs did we mention?
The only RPG that I mentioned was Zelda.
This whole time? Well, I can't remember everything I said.
Man. Zelda Four Swords is the only one that's co-op because there's no Zelda that's. But I don't like the question where he's like, I don't know if he's a playable character in Smash Brothers. I'm like, I feel like
I don't know.
Link.
Could be.
I feel like Link is like a very obvious yes.
Yeah, that's also true. I mean,
Well,
that's
you didn't say Link. You said as the character. You said is there a playable character?
Yeah, but she was saying like if it was Link, you probably at least know that, right?
You would know
I would
for
know
sure.
that. Yeah, I know Link's a playable character. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah. So I mean that leads it down. Like I don't think we talked about too many of the people from Smash.
Was Mega Man an RPG? We talked about Mega Man.
We did talk about Mega Man.
He's not in Smash. He could be questionably in Smash.
Yeah, questionably he could be.
I'm trying to think. Was Mega Man X a co-op game? I don't know.
I don't think so. I feel like they were all single player for the most part, but I don't know. Like there could always be some random.
I don't remember the games that we mentioned.
So what we got between 2000 and 2009 was the time.
We talked about Mortal Kombat. It's not a fighting game. So RPG.
Yeah, we did talk about that, but yeah, not a fighting game. So that's dang for sure out of the question. I talked about Ratchet and Clank, but that's not on Nintendo or didn't release on Nintendo. That's something else we got to think about. Released on Nintendo. Do you play like in a party of characters in this game? Or it's like if you kind of think about like how in Final Fantasy you got like Cloud and Tifa and Barrett and like that's like your like party.
Yeah. I think so at least. I'm gonna say yeah.
I know that's kind of a weird one. But it kind of helps.
Well, what game did we mention if you get to play in a party? I don't even remember us mentioning a game.
That's a weird question. But I feel like it matters for me. I mean, the only other game that I'm thinking about, but I know it's probably not that because I don't think it was ever mentioned, would be like one of the Tales of games.
Right, but we didn't mention it.
We didn't mention those. But they definitely have co-op, I know. And I know Symphonia was on the GameCube. And that could be something where he wouldn't know really if it had guns or not, which I think it does. But we didn't mention that, so it can't be that. Uh,
Uh,
it's in a series that came out in Nintendo. So maybe the first, maybe like whatever the first game or whatever game it was that came out on Nintendo only, and then like the sequels came out later on other things. I don't even know if there's a game that exists in that situation, but
I'm getting a little feedback from one of y'all screens, some audio in the back, a little feedback.
might be me. I got this football game on. Uh, yeah, I just feel like we gotta.
Y'all
Yeah,
at
we gotta
13 right now. I mean, y'all still
13.
got.
I'm just trying to think what game we mentioned.
It is a party of characters. Um, I got another weird one. Did
Well,
we?
no. Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sure. If you can remember, did we mention it before we started the final duel? I don't know if you
Yes.
go.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That does narrow it down.
Yeah, it does.
I was gonna ask that.
We mentioned a ton of games right now, so anything that we only mentioned right now, we could. I mean, it's hard because I can't remember, but now we can just at least focus on okay, what did we talk about
Focus on
during
what
the
do we talk about
actual
the
like
game.
part where we were saying. So it's likely. What did we mention Nintendo? Even. Um,
Man, we mentioned Ninja Gaiden. I'm trying to think if Ninja Gaiden was co-op.
Ninja Gaiden. We mentioned Final Fantasy Tactics. Halloween game.
Oh no, there's a party. There's a party involved. It's not Ninja Gaiden.
Shit. I hate that I'm blanking. I think Final Fantasy Tactics is just solo. I'm blanking on all the stuff, man.
I am too.
Go back in.
Talked about a lot of game shows and stuff too. So
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. There's a lot of stuff on there. What games are in a series that have been around for a while that we talked about?
Call of Duty, Battlefield.
They call it, yeah.
Ninja Gaiden.
You know it's not a shooter.
Forza.
We also mentioned stuff like Kirby. We mentioned Sonic.
Mega Man.
I still got questions. I mean,
Oh, we know it's RPG for sure.
Talked about Wolverine.
We did talk about that. That could be a thing. Well,
It looks like a solo. It looks like a solo player game.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I don't know, maybe it could be a Marvel thing.
Oh wait, it can't be a new game because it's before 2010.
It's like 20,000, 2009. Oh. Okay, we gotta get some more questions out there. Oh,
that's what I gotta do.
Yeah.
I'm like shit though. I don't know which way to go.
I mean, if y'all want to fold it in and pack it in, go ahead.
The answer is in there, man. It's in them games that we talked about. And that's gonna bother me because now I wish that I had the kind of memory where I could literally remember everything we talked about, but I just don't.
Well, where were the games that Andre was playing? I forgot. Dead by Daylight. Other than Dead by Daylight.
That's the main one for sure. RPG. Is this a triple A game? Or is this like
finish what you were gonna say, or is this like a what?
I don't know. I feel like that's adding too much, but I don't know, because I'm like opposed to like an indie game or like just something like that. I don't know. So, I mean, you gotta look it up. That means something. It's probably not that big of a game.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a AAA game.
Okay.
I'm stumped. Only because like maybe I'm just hung up on like what are the games that we talked about.
I know what's gonna bother me because we just talked about it.
That's 15, guys.
That's why I'm like at least burning through the questions and see if something will like click in my head about what we talked about. Um,
Is the protagonist a female? Main protagonist.
Remember, we said it was a party. So, are you asking? Is any one of the characters? It's a party, so I'm gonna let you rephrase that. Are one of the protagonists female?
So, like in Final Fantasy VII, the main protagonist is Cloud, even though he's in a party, but he's like the main guy. So, to me, the main protagonist in Final Fantasy VII would be Cloud, even though you can control the other characters, but like the story kind of revolves around him.
This is hard.
Can't answer that.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw you a bone. One of them is.
I was just about to say. I mean, we could assume one of them is, since we have to even think about it. Okay, so we for sure know it's definitely multiple people. One of them was a female. In a co-op game that's probably an RPG that came out between 2000 and 2009. So probably
may or may not have guns.
Released on Nintendo, so it's probably like on the GameCube. Or at least the first one of it came out on the GameCube.
We know it's Nintendo, right? Like we couldn't.
He said it released on. He said it released on Nintendo.
Okay.
So
we mentioned that.
It would at least have to have. It would at least have to have come out on a Nintendo console during that time.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like I said, I'm really kind of stuck on the GameCube, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Or what came out after that? The Wii. When did the Wii? I don't know when the Wii came out.
Wii came out like 2006.
Okay, so it could be on the Wii. If it came out around that time.
It could be on the Wii, yes.
But it's not Mario.
It's not Mario.
Because I know some Mario got co-op shit.
Y'all are 17 right now, so 3 questions.
We didn't mention Pokemon, did we? It's not a Pokemon game.
We did.
We didn't mention
Usually
Pokemon.
It's just like a one-person thing.
Right.
3 questions and a guess. Come on, guys.
I mean, I did mention Fire Emblem. That was another one
that
I mentioned. That it would
I don't
be
know
a party,
anything about Fire Emblem.
And it could be an RPG, but it also is like a strategy game. So it could be like a strategy RPG, which is why he would even want to clarify earlier.
You won't know if Martha's.
It could. Okay, is this?
I know who Martha and Roy are.
Oh, okay.
I know who Martha and Roy are.
It might not be one of them though.
They might not be.
I mean, Ike came out on the GameCube.
I know who Ike is too.
He came out on the GameCube, and he is in Smash, but he's not in Smash Melee though. He's in Brawl. I mean, is it a Fire Emblem game?
No.
Okay. Thought I had something. Thought I had something.
2 questions and a guess.
Okay.
Or you can take your ball and go home.
What's that? I mean, we gotta at least throw the last 2 questions out there.
We gotta do that.
Something might click.
I don't know. A lot of these questions have been like a maybe. It's like I can't.
It's been a weird one. It's been a weird one.
It's throwing me off. A
little bit. Does this game include like Marvel superheroes?
No.
Okay.
There would be no maybes if it included them.
Yeah. I'm just kind of getting the questions out there at this point.
Should we ask about magical elements? Is that going to help us?
I don't think it would help me. I ain't gonna lie. I only got 1 question left, so.
1 question and a guess.
Jesus.
Dang.
I know. I feel like we're really close, and that's why he's like laughing. Like,
Or are we either
No,
really close or like
we're really.
It's
either
just
really
funny.
close or like way far off.
And I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to clarify something after. Oh, I'm gonna have to ask y'all opinion because I think it's a big
Okay.
deal, but we'll clarify it after.
Okay.
What is the best last question that I could possibly think to ask? I don't know.
He said, I don't know.
Yeah.
He said all this. He said, I don't know. Right.
So we mentioned it before, but how I wonder, like,
Do we
if
mention it at all since the last question?
did we mention it? Yeah, okay. Since the last time I asked you that question, have we mentioned this game?
Yes.
Fuck.
Oh my god! So that means we are kind of close-ish. Because clearly it's on one of our minds, and I feel like if it's anybody, it's probably you. Because you usually always have the ones in your head.
But what did I mention? Mega Man?
I mean, Mega Man was one of your big ones. I just can't think of a Mega Man game that is co-op. That's my only issue.
That's my only issue too. Yeah.
I'm sure one probably exists. I don't know. I feel like you're probably closer to it than I am because I've seen you at least 2 times be talking about a game since like the beginning, and then we're like ignoring you, and then at the end,
I just like I don't know. I feel like it's my. If I had to guess something, I would guess a Mega Man game because we had the whole like, is it a shooter game? It doesn't have guns. I'm not sure.
I truly don't know at this point. And one of them's a female that's in it though.
Let's roll.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
not
there's a party
game,
though.
It's
Yeah,
not
there is a party.
game.
So it can't be Mario. It can't be Mega Man.
You guys have a guess. That's it.
Okay, so
Dude, what if it's Final Fantasy?
it could be Final Fantasy. That's another thing that I was thinking about. But which one would have been out around that time that came out on Nintendo?
I was gonna say Final Fantasy VII came out like what, 1996?
Yeah, that was on PlayStation also. The
It was on
PS1.
PlayStation and then
Yeah, that was a PS1 game. I mean, Zelda. You mentioned that a couple times.
but there's a female in the party.
I don't know if you play with what's her name at any
You don't
point.
play as Zelda.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
always play
I'm stumped. I'm stumped. I thought I had something with the Fire Emblem for a second, but
Oh yeah.
Got
You
a
mentioned
guess
it.
or nothing?
What's
Yeah.
the party? Well, like Metroid's not a party game. Zelda's
true,
not a party game.
true.
Final Fantasy is the only game that has a party with like a female protagonist.
Or a female, yeah, that's in it. I also think of the Tales of, which I mentioned, but I definitely did not mention that before.
No.
I assume we mentioned Final Fantasy before because it's Final Fantasy. I'm sure it got some kind of mention at some point. I don't know which one came out in them years. Because I know
Dude.
10 was a freaking PS2 game,
Yeah.
so that's probably before.
What? No.
I doubt it's
Final
11.
Fantasy. Well, Final Fantasy
12. I feel like 12 obviously has guns.
Final Fantasy was exclusive to PS for PlayStation.
Oh yeah, and it released on Nintendo. I don't know. I'm throwing in the towel. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be Final Fantasy VII because that's the only thing that fits right now.
We'll go with that because I'm throwing in the towel.
Yeah, let's go with Final Fantasy VII. The Final Fantasy.
You got wow, that's crazy. Incorrect though. Incorrect. Close it is in the Final Fantasy series though. And BJ
Okay.
said it multiple times. He said the actual name of the game. He just didn't
Final Fantasy
know.
Tactics.
He just didn't know it was this version of it. Final Fantasy Tactics. Final Fantasy Tactics. Final Fantasy Tactics. This is the new version. Let me go.
Yeah, we did mention it before because this is the new one.
Okay.
Yeah, we did mention it. I don't know why I didn't think about that. And I can see why you kind of don't really know who the main character is.
There we go.
Right.
So
Okay.
the
Close.
my caveat is this is, as you can see right here at the top, this is Final Fantasy Tactics Advance.
Mhm.
I'm assuming this is a Game Boy Advance game, by the way. Y'all was wrong on the console. This is Game Boy Advance. I'm assuming when I do these advanced games, I have to put event, like you said, if the game was fun, is this Final Fantasy Tactics? What would y'all say to that? If y'all would have said, is this Final Fantasy Tactics? And it's Final Fantasy Tactics Advance.
I'm not a fan, or I'm not familiar with the series, so this is a BJ question.
No, I'm just saying when we talked about Marvel Alliance, so and then you talk about is this Final Fantasy Tactics, but it's Final Fantasy Tactics Advance because all the advanced games has that on it.
Do all the
I feel like.
So I'm saying, would you need to say advance to get the game right? That's what I'm saying.
There've been other Final Fantasy Tactics, though.
I guess. I guess you would have to say it.
That's my point, Caroline. Like the new Final Fantasy Tactics is not, almost every Game Boy game advance is, whatever advance. Star Fox advance, So
dang, I got too wrapped on Fire Emblem when I should have just asked if it was like a strategy.
It's technically.
Damn.
I just didn't know if y'all would get it because it's an advance game. So I don't know, y'all. I didn't hear y'all mention an advance.
I mean, she did mention that it was on the Game Boy Advance.
So, and this ain't the first mobile whatever game we got because we have Pokemon Go as well.
And I wouldn't even have thought about the Game Boy Advance for whatever reason.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good one.
But I mean, it's a handheld. I mean, no, that's legit.
So, y'all's club. VJ, you did say it. You just said it out of nowhere earlier. So,
I did say it. Just because I've been wanting to play that game, but like I said, I don't want to buy it right now. I should wait for it to go on sale.
So, a tough one, but they were still on the street. When I looked back at work this week, y'all did like 13 out of 16 or something like that. Like y'all,
that's great.
Y'all was on fire. So, doing super good. So I'm getting the numbers ready for the end of the year to say, how many episodes people been on, blah 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 blah. So we still got a month and a half for that. But for Caroline, for BJ, I'm Andre. Our 50th episode's coming up. It's gonna be live stream. Please join us. Please chat, and we will see you guys next time. Deuces.
Peace.